Yo, what's going on YouTube? What's up everybody, man? Today we're checking out the Four Tops. I'll reach out, I'll be there. Okay, so we're gonna be listening to this one today. This is our first time with the Four Tops on the channel. I have heard them recommended from my coworker when I was asking him, dude, tell me some good music, because a lot of my coworkers are in their 60s as well. So I figured they probably know music from this era. Although I'm telling you guys, some people are like, how did you not grow up with this? How did you not live with this? I live in Texas, and I grew up in a very Mexican traditional kind of household. Even though I don't speak Spanish, my parents never spoke Spanish to us. They'd speak Spanish when they didn't want us to understand what they were saying. But there's just a lot of families in this community that grew up that probably didn't listen to this stuff either. Okay, I didn't grow up listening to any David Bowie, occasionally my family would play oldies on the radio, and that's where I would hear stuff, but I didn't even know their names, don't even remember the songs. I just remember I liked the sounds of the oldies that they would play. Once in a while I might say, oh, okay, I recognize this one from my parents used to play it, but just wasn't common. So when I asked him, even him, he was bringing up like groups that were here in my hometown, that maybe had a style that was oldies, but they didn't ever grow big. Okay, they were like local heroes rather than national heroes or international heroes. Then I started saying, well, bands that people might know about. He said Four Tops was one that he remembered, and Four Tops is really the main one that comes to mind right now as far as ones that he recommended. So Four Tops, we're going to check them out. They've also been suggested here in the comment sections on other songs. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Reach out, I'll be there. Let's take a little bit of a listen, see what's going on. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Appreciate it. Here we go. I actually like with the recording quality of this too.
When you feel lost and about to give up, 'cause your best just ain't good enough, and you feel the world has grown cold, and you're drifting out all on your own, and you need a hand to hold.
That's
Darling,
man. Some powerful words, baby.
Reach out for me. Reach out for me.
He carries out that note, twist it up a little bit. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there to give you all the love you need, and I'll be there. So nasty.
You can always depend on me.
I love his voice. He's so passionate in the way that he sings, man. I love when you can feel passion, okay? It's like it's like acting. Sometimes an actress or an actor has range, but sometimes they could be really good in their pocket even if they don't have range. Okay, there's some actors that always seem to play the same role or very similar role, and they're still enjoyable. Like, if I think of mainly like a lot of Brad Pitt movies, this is my personal opinion, that isn't a professional opinion at all, okay? But my personal opinion, I think Brad Pitt doesn't have a lot of range, okay, when he's acting. I feel like he's playing pretty similar characters. Even like you take something from Troy all the way to Ocean's 11, and he feels the same, okay, when I've seen Brad Pitt on the screen. But he does a really good job. But then you have some actors that just have range. They can play a variety of roles, and they do excellent when they do it. Now, I don't know too many examples because I'm not a big movie watcher, but I'll just take one actor in a role, in particular two roles. You take Beetlejuice, and then you take Batman, all right? And you have man, my brain just shut off in the middle of that. I had to look it up. Michael Keaton, okay? So we got Michael Keaton, and he's doing Beetlejuice, and then he's doing Batman, and I'm sure there's other roles, but there's other actors and actresses that you guys would recognize even more that just play multi-roles. They are fantastic in a lot of them, and they feel like different characters. So that's range in acting. Range in singing, though, right here. I feel like this guy has some range, right? When he's singing so passionately, and then he goes and makes those notes kind of twist and turn at the end of them. I love that. But I guess range would also be seeing different ways, different styles that he sings other songs. So we'll yet to get there, but four tops right here. I also like the way the total tone of the song switches when he's front singing, and then he drops off in towards the end there, and it's just a background singer, something aggressively passionate, saying, reach out, I'll be there. Like, just know you've got a friend right here. Don't give up, even in the darkness. He's letting you know aggressively that he's there, but then he drops off, and it turns into this really sweet song, a whole different feeling on the vibe when it's just a backing singer singing. Now, I just want to go over one more thing, and that was that bass line, man. If y'all were not tuning in, just take a moment right here to tune into what's happening with the bass, because that thing was funky, man. Hold on. I guess it's more calm right here. I went too far back, but here it comes.
Come on, girl. Reach out for me. Reach out. Just look over your shoulder. I'll be there to give you all the love you need. And
look at that bass.
I'll be there. You can always.
Man, that bass is jumping around. That thing is nice, man. That thing is nice. So shout out to the four tops to reach out. I'll be there. I loved it. It's a message that everybody could use right now. Just, find those people who will be there. And if not, man, if you still need help, just know there are hotlines, man, out there that can help us in hard times for veterans and for civilians, man. So if you really don't feel like you got somebody to talk to, but you need somebody, there are those lines as well. I just want to give a shout out to that. Just look it up, man. Help hotline if you need it, man. Well, it might be like mental health, mental crisis hotlines and stuff, but that's on a different note. But I want to give a shout out, especially to any veterans out there suffering too, man. All right, so we got Reach Out, I'll Be There from the Four Tops right here, released in 1966. Holland Dozier, Holland. Once again, we are seeing that name. I just reacted to one that we saw these artists. I think it was the Supremes. It might have been the Supremes that I did that had them too on there. So these are going to be some big town songwriters for the Motown movement, it sounds like, right? So Reach Out, I'll Be There is a song recorded by the American Vocal Quartet. Four tops from their fourth studio album, Reach Out, written and produced by Motown's main production team, Holland Dozier Holland. The song is one of the most widely known Motown hits of the 1960s and is today considered the Four Tops signature song. So this is the one that if people are thinking Four Tops, boom, this is where your mind goes. All right, so that's what we got with this one. So there we go. It says it became a Motown second UK chart topper after the Supremes' 1964 release, Baby Love. So Baby Love isn't what we did from the Supremes, but it's one that we'll definitely have to double back and check out. for the writing of this one. In 1960, Holland, Dozier, and Holland were writing new songs for the Four Tops to record for an album. Lamont Dozier said that he wanted to write a journey of emotions with sustained tension like a bolero. To get this across, I alternated the keys from a minor Russian feel in the verse to a major gospel feel in the chorus. That jump in tempo and feeling is wild. I really like that they broke that down, because that was just something sitting in my head that I forgot to bring out. But when they said it right there, for sure, there's a whole different feeling between when you're hearing the chorus and then you go into the, or you're hearing the verse and you go into the chorus. It becomes this really heavy, like I was saying, kind of aggressive, I'll be there for you, don't give up, know that you have a hand reaching out. And then we go into this, like, I don't know, I guess gospel feel, right? Where everybody's just together singing a very helping chorus that we jump into. He says he developed the lyrics with Eddie Holland, aiming for them to sound as though they were being thrown down vocally. Dozier said that they were strongly influenced by Bob Dylan at the time, commenting, "We wanted Levi Stubbs to sing the lyrics as a shout out to Dylan." And he did. And that, I really like the style in which that he sang this song. And I think it's really cool that they're commenting on all these things, because they're 100% intended. It wasn't necessarily just on the spot how you felt. The songwriters in this that were pretty much designing the structure of this knew exactly what they wanted to sound like, and it came across on a listen right here where I'm just saying, hey, I'm feeling this way, I'm feeling that way, and then doubling back here, they're saying we intended you to feel everything the way it was. That is cool. That's why they're hit song makers, I guess, because they knew what they wanted and it delivered well on the listening side. So awesome stuff right here. Let's check out Four Tops before we dip. We got Four Tops right here, also known as the Four Tops, the Four Aims, and then just the Tops. Okay, they're out of Detroit, Michigan as well. So Detroit, Michigan, is that where the big push of Motown came? And I guess is that Motown now in relation to like motors, right? Because wasn't Detroit, Michigan big in the automotive industry? So Motown Motors, I don't know. So you guys, if y'all want to help me out on that, I'm just somebody that doesn't know this stuff, so I'm sorry if you're like, come on man, that's common sense. It isn't common sense to me, so I'd appreciate it if you guys could shed some light on that. So out of Detroit, Michigan, soul, R&B, pop, started in 1953 and they went on to the present day. All right, you got Abdul Duke Fakir, Ronnie McNear, Lawrence Payton, and Alexander Morris, who are in the groups today, but it looks like founded as the Four, there's still at least Abdul Duke Fakir, if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm messing that up, and Lawrence Payton. So there's still two original members rocking out, touring with the Four Tops today. That is impressive. That is nice to see. Most times we see Motown groups that are still like active today, it's like a whole different list of members that were not the founding members. So that is nice to see that in this group we still have two OGs. So shout out to the Four Tops. Beautiful right here. I hope you guys have more suggestions, man. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Consider becoming a member on my YouTube Patreon. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.